Oh, hey. Yeah, just taking some bourbon out the freezer. Yeah. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, so should you store your bourbon in the fridge or freezer? I guess the better question would be, does it affect your bourbon if you store it in the fridge or the freezer? Short answer, yeah, it affects your bourbon. Now, how does it affect your bourbon? And is it enough that would throw your palate off? Well, the cold affects the viscosity of the bourbon and the flavor, which is two big things because it's all about the smell and about the taste when it comes to bourbon. So those two things are going to be affected. How much are they going to be affected? That's the thing. Where is it to the point where you can't appreciate the bourbon? Well, from what I see, and I did a little research, the cold temperature will, in a somewhat way, mute the aroma of the bourbon because the molecular structure is more dense, and so that aroma won't escape the glass as easily as it would if it's room temperature, because the molecules are closer together. So, in a sense, kind of way down. So the smell may not be there. Now, from smelling and sniffing and tasting bourbon that the nose is closely associated with the things that we taste. So you have to think about that. So a long stay in the fridge or the freezer may not be recommended. Like, don't think about storing, forevermore your bourbon in the freezer or fridge. It's like that's the storehouse right there. But maybe to chill it. Now, the thing is, even with high proof bourbon, if you store it in the freezer, it could mute not only the aroma, but the taste as well, right? It's going to nullify that a little bit. So that might be right up the alley for some people when it comes to high proof bourbon. It does the taste, in a sense, take away that sting or that bite, and I might just be up somebody's alley. Some people like to add water to it to do that. So I don't know if it's a high proof bourbon. Maybe that's something that you want to try, just to bring that bite down. Now, for me, I at times may put it in the freezer. Maybe not the whole bottle, but maybe a glass and cover it for a good 15 minutes just to give me a nice chill. And it may change it a little bit. But the truth is, so does ice. If you put ice in your bourbon, it changes it. Now, once it watered down a little bit, it could open up the aromas of the bourbon where you can smell more flavors and notes, and it can even give you more notes and flavors to taste. I got tired of holding this without drinking it. But on the flip side of that, if you're a slow sipper like me, that ice will melt. And then that bourbon in that glass will be something unrecognizable. So that's the downside to ice. So that's why sometimes I prefer to maybe chill just a glass of bourbon that I know I'm going to drink and enjoy, but not the whole bottle. But what does it really come down to? Your preference. It's the way I end the show every single time, right? The best way to enjoy your bourbon is to drink it the way you like to drink it. The best way to drink it is in a responsible way, which doesn't include shots. So enjoy your bourbon. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time on the Bourbon Shop. Well, relatively speaking, I'll see you. I won't see you. You'll see me, but enjoy your bourbon.